Get ready for the action, because the 2025 New England Patriots are facing a massive shakeup. Zach Kuer has earned a promotion to full-time defensive coordinator after stepping in for Terrell Williams. But with Kearis Tonga and Anfernee Jennings gone, can the Patriots stop the run in 2026? We dive into the massive potential shift as Breece Hall lands a huge contract extension and Frank Reich takes over as offensive coordinator. And we break down exactly what this means for the division rivalry.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the NFL landscape for the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2026. The schedule is set, and it is absolutely brutal, featuring intense AFC North rivalries alongside rotating clashes with teams from the NFC West and AFC East. We map out every tough matchup, including home and away games against the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, and Cleveland Browns, and see how Mike McCarthy's team is set up for their demanding season. Now it's all about the Miami Dolphins and their 2026 outlook. The schedule is just around the corner, and analyst Warren Sharp predicts the Dolphins will face the second toughest schedule in the league this year. We rank the opposing quarterbacks, looking at Josh Allen's impressive record against Miami and the potential impact of veteran Kirk Cousins, as well as the exciting breakout players like Chop Robinson. And finally, we turn to the power rankings as the offseason continues. The Denver Broncos are setting franchise records for sacks, but we analyze the deeper defensive metrics, looking at how Vance Joseph and new additions like Caden McDonald and Reed Blankenship are shaping their unit. Don't miss a single play in this deep dive. Stay tuned right now for the full breakdown. The New England Patriots face a potential significant challenge in the upcoming season, primarily due to concerns over their run defense and the burgeoning threat of the New York Jets' rushing attack, highlighted by the emergence of star running back Breece Hall. While the Patriots' defense showed strength, with Zach Kuer stepping into the role of defensive coordinator following Terrell Williams' departure, key personnel losses like Kearis Tonga and Anfernee Jennings may undermine their ability to stifle opponents on the ground. Last season, the team yielded 101.7 rushing yards per game, respectable for 6th in the league. Conversely, the New York Jets are positioning themselves for a dominant rushing season. With Breece Hall securing a major contract extension, a bolstered offensive line, and Frank Reich taking over as offensive coordinator, analysts suggest Hall could become a major divisional threat. Bleacher Report's Moe Motton believes Hall's supporting cast could help the Jets claim the rushing title, citing Reich's past success in leading ground attacks. The recent matchup between the Patriots and the Jets revealed Hall's dual nature. In one game, he was contained, but in another, he showcased explosive potential, recording 111 rushing yards and a touchdown on 14 carries, suggesting he remains a talented player who will face a new defensive scheme. Historically, the Patriots have held Hall in check, with him averaging 83.2 rushing yards per game against them over 6 career games. However, the concern remains that the Jets' significant investment in their 2026 draft class could translate into a more potent offense. Despite this, the Patriots maintain a favorable historical record, having swept the season series against the Jets last year and holding a strong record in their recent matchups, suggesting they remain a strong contender against their AFC East rivals next season. The Pittsburgh Steelers' 2026 NFL season schedule has been finalized, presenting a demanding slate that balances intense AFC North rivalries with a diverse array of cross-conference matchups. The schedule is structured to maximize competitive balance, incorporating traditional divisional battles alongside rotational games featuring teams from the AFC South and NFC South, as well as select interconference assignments determined by the NFL's rotation system. The core of the Steelers' season remains their AFC North dominance, featuring home and away games against the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, and Cleveland Browns. This divisional stretch is set to be the toughest test of the year. Expanding beyond the AFC North, the schedule includes trips to cities such as Jacksonville, New Orleans, and Tampa Bay, alongside home games against opponents like the Houston Texans from the AFC South and NFC South. This mix ensures the team faces varied offensive styles and challenging road environments. To complete the 17-game slate, the schedule incorporates games derived from the NFL's standings-based formula, pairing teams with similar regular season finishes across different divisions. This formula adds another layer of unpredictability to the season. The finalized schedule sets the stage for a season defined by high-stakes competition across the league. The highly anticipated 2026 schedule for the Miami Dolphins is set to be unveiled on Thursday evening, May 14, marking a significant event for NFL Network. Analysts are already weighing in, with Warren Sharp projecting that the Dolphins will face the NFL's second toughest schedule in 2026 based on opponent win-loss records. The NFL schedule release is also tied to other major announcements. International games are scheduled to be announced on Wednesday, May 13, at 9 a.m. on NFL Network's Good Morning Football. There is speculation that the Dolphins could face the San Francisco 49ers in Mexico City. The Dolphins' 2026 slate features multiple matchups against AFC East rivals Buffalo, New England, and the Jets twice. Home games are slated against the Kansas City Chiefs, Los Angeles Chargers, Cincinnati Bengals, Chicago Bears, and Detroit Lions. Road games will take them to the Denver Broncos, Las Vegas Raiders, Indianapolis Colts, Green Bay Packers, and Minnesota Vikings, with a potential trip to San Francisco. Looking ahead, the Dolphins face a significant quarterback challenge. Based on rankings from the Palm Beach Post, the team is scheduled to face 14 specific quarterbacks, including Josh Allen, ranked 13th in his career against Miami, and Justin Herbert, who will face former defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. Other notable matchups include May, returning from a playoff injury, and Geno Smith, who may be vying for a starting role depending on team alignments. The team is also grappling with rebuilding its cornerback position amid the challenge of facing elite quarterbacks. The release of the schedule will offer further insight into how the NFL views Miami, complementing ongoing discussions about the team's future. The NFL offseason continues to reshape defensive power rankings, with the Denver Broncos emerging as a standout unit. The Broncos have set back-to-back franchise records for sacks in a season, finishing last year with 68 sacks, suggesting significant potential for continued dominance. While the defense may not have matched the sheer dominance of teams like the Houston Texans, Denver demonstrated exceptional situational prowess. Last season, the Broncos ranked second in the NFL for third down defense and first in the league for red zone efficiency, proving formidable when the game tightened up. However, a key area of concern for the Broncos' defense is takeaway creation. Despite accumulating 68 sacks, the unit recorded only 2 strip sacks during the regular season, indicating an opportunity for further improvement in this metric. With defensive coordinator Vance Joseph entering his 4th season and retaining much of his personnel, the team is poised for potential growth. In contrast, the Houston Texans showcased elite performance, allowing the fewest yards of any NFL defense last season and finishing second in points allowed behind only Seattle. The Texans also recorded the third most takeaways among all defenses and allowed the fewest first downs. To bolster their interior defensive line, the Texans made a significant acquisition, drafting Caden McDonald in the 2nd round of the NFL draft, complemented by the free agent signing of Reed Blankenship for added experience on the back end. Analysts suggest that this combination of talent infusion minimizes any potential drop-off for the Texans' defensive unit.